Got fucking caught out this week on Thursday, didn't I? Startled.
So startled.
So I'm minding my own business, stuck in the gulag, and out of nowhere, there's a huge fucking bang. Almost shit myself. Anyway, it became apparent this wasn't a threat when the clapping instantly followed, as well as the pop banging and the woos of middle-aged women like they're at a fucking Robbie Williams concert. I was taken somewhat by surprise when a trumpet piped up. Pun intended. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it was playing The Last Post, a song played at funerals of fallen American soldiers. I mean, that's a bit fucking confusing and a bit sombre. I can't work out the relationship between that song and the NHS, but I guess crayon-drawn pictures of rainbows aren't exactly saving the world either, so fuck it, crack on I suppose. I might sound like I'm moaning, but I am British and that is my prerogative. Our ancestors pillaged and raped and colonised the world for me to have this right. The least we can do is fucking make the most of it. Now, I'm no bleeding art, you may have sensed that by now, but I actually found it pretty emotional during the first evening of the clapping. However, it's just getting a bit much now, innit? The problem is, it's the chain reaction that it causes. Firstly, it's the clapping and some whistling, which is fine, but then it's followed by fucking fireworks of all things. You know, those explosives that put great strain on the NHS once a year, well, once a week now. Of course, this sets the dogs off, so they're all having a chat over the estate at the top of their voices, which nobody really needs at 8:30 of an evening when you're trying to concentrate on your fifth wank of the day. Terribly distracting. Although the sounds of a dog howling does make the experience somewhat more immersive. Overshare? Anyway, this barking continues into the night until about 11 PM when it finally stops and all that's left to hear is a single Karen still on her doorstep banging pots together so she can go on social media and claim to be the best human being on her fucking street. Well done, love. Give yourself a round of applause. Oh, wait. You just did. Talking of Karens, they've come out in their droves recently. The real murder hornets were here all along, and now with limited customer service desks to frequent and terrorise, they've taken to the internet and being social distance vigilantes. I always thought these were called Linders, but apparently lockdown has caused a social and cultural mutation within these fucking beasts, and a whole new breed of deadly Karens are roaming the streets in the internet. Basically an evolved Pokemon. Even football has been infested. Null and void saves lives, shout the fans. Predominantly fans of teams who are struggling, but continue to push the narrative with fake altruism disguised as lives before football. These are the same people who are pleading for McDonald's to reopen because although lives are more important than football, Big Macs and nuggets come first. I mean, why would you null and void a season 2/3 of the way played out in order to start a new one? You'd only do that if you'd fucked up the first attempt. We should apply the same logic to all industries. Null and void H&M, Next and Marks and Spencer. All their revenue from this year, so far, shouldn't count. No one should be buying boxer briefs at a time like this. Only Liverpool fans want to buy them, in fact. Null and void! The same people who during the election lectured everybody about austerity costing lives are now reluctant to bring a huge revenue stream into the UK because their team isn't very good. I wonder if they even realise that their motives are driven by bitterness and not compassion. I imagine not, because most of them aren't the fucking brightest. As a Liverpool fan, I am of course biased, but that doesn't fucking matter because so is everybody else. At least I'm aware of it. The way I see it, if everyone can take precautions and go back to work, then I don't see why footballers should have it any different. Especially when you consider how much money it brings in and how the tax could be used to provide equipment to save lives to try and ensure our children and grandchildren aren't grown up in a third world country. See how far political correctness and fake altruism get you when you're scrapping for food every day, you arseholes. But yeah, that's what's been happening this last couple of weeks or so. This started as an investigation into COVID-19, but with the amount of theories and unreliable information in there, I don't really want to start pointing fingers. Besides, women got proper annoyed when I accused them of all conspiring, and I ain't making that mistake again. It doesn't matter anyway, because watching society's reaction is far more fucking amusing. So whatever hole this virus crawled out from, let's hope it crawls back in as soon as it possibly can, so that Liverpool can win the league like the whole fucking country wants us to. You'll never walk alone, people. Unless you live alone, then you probably should, because there's Karens out there ready to put you in your fucking place.